Yeah, we've been having a nice time talking about LaTeX typesetting. We've seen how to integrate figures and images. We've seen how to do tables and data presentation. And one other thing we do, I mean, LaTeX is particularly good for publishing, right? We publish in math, physics, and some maybe engineering and some other fields like that. We get to use LaTeX a lot. So, and with that comes the ideas of citations and bibliographies. So in LaTeX, we have very robust packages for all of these activities, talking about citations and bibliographies in LaTeX. So, the quick overview here, we want to see how to use BibTeX plus Biber, which are modern and flexible rather than the classic BibTeX. BibTeX has been very popular over the years, right? But we have newer versions like BibLaTeX and Biber to take care of citations and bibliography. So, we want to see how to maintain references in a single refs.bib database file, then cite with commands like parent cite key or text cite key, and print the bibliography with print bibliography. Then you can compile sequence, typical. So you can compile sequence, the typical sequence like PDF LaTeX to Biber to PDF LaTeX to PDF LaTeX again. So we have a very simple skeleton to demonstrate that you have now here because we're using things like that BibLaTeX or plus Biber, I don't know if we should call that Biber. So we have the main text where you have we have the main.text where you have the body of the work, and then you have the references in a separate file called the .b file. So in this project kind of project, you have the main document, which is a text file, and then you have the references document where you put the references in a particular format, and that is the .bib file, which you're going to see as we go on. So for this now, if you want to do direct citation in document references, like you do normally, right? If you don't want to do anything sophisticated, you want to do an article and you just want to, have your references in the same article without having separate files. Before we go to that more sophisticated one I just talked about, you can actually get that done. So I come here now. All right, so I'm copying what we have there. So let me create a new file. So I just create a new file and call that'll be article 9 now. Article 9. All right. Then I just create. So I create that. And having done that, I'll just paste this. So in this case now, watch out that I just have just a single document. All right. I have just a single document. So everything is here. The references are directly here. So you can see from begin bibliography down to end bibliography. So we have the references here in one place. Okay. So you have everything here. So we don't have any separate thing. So, and then you can cite directly in the text using labels. For example, LaTeX was formalized by Lamport, building. So you see this one refers to the first reference, this two refers to the second reference, and these three. Einstein's work revolutionized physics with theory of relativity. So you have these three references now. So when you use the bibliography environment, all references live directly below the document. So you don't need no external .bib file is needed, and compilation is straightforward with just PDF LaTeX. All right. So what has happened here is this. Of course, let's look at you need your documents class. I mean, we've already settled that the simplest thing you can do is to have your text between a document class article defined, begin document and end document, and every other thing comes in between the two. But then if you want to do some more sophisticated stuff, like in this case now, okay, we are using input encoder, font encoder, then hyperref. So hyperref is what enables you to be able to click, like if you have a very big text, a very big PDF document. So hyperref is what enables you that when you click on this one, it takes you to where the reference is. Or when you click on this three now, it takes you to that Einstein's relativity thing. So when you click on this, it takes you here. So even if that it is a 1,000 page and the reference is on the 900th page, so you just click and it takes you there directly. That's what hyperref does for you. So you see now you can cite directly in the text using labels. For example, LaTeX was formalized by Lampo. So you see that this LaTeX, now this is a special way to bring it out. So if you write it this way, it comes out in this special way. Okay, but then if you want to cite, so you can say Lamport, then you cite, right? So you say cite. Now, how the citing here is coming from the fact that you have BibItem, you have this Lamport 1994 LaTeX. So if you want to cite now, this is the key here. So You just say Lampo 1994 LaTeX, building upon Knott's foundational. So the key for Knott's now, you get it from here. That's Knott's 1984 textbook. So that's what you're citing here again. So that backslash site. Now this tilde is not necessary, but I mean I think it's good to make it look cool. So and then for Einstein now, the key for Einstein is Einstein 1905, Zoo electromagnetic Betweger copper or something like that. I don't know. I think that sounds like that should be German. Then in that way, so when you use the bibliography environment, all references live directly below. So and then to create the references, like I said, you have begin bibliography, end bibliography, and then end the document. And that's how this comes. So in this case now, no special thing done. You just have everything together. But then sometimes when you have several maybe you get to use a set of bibliography from time to time, and you don't want to keep copying and pasting every time. So what you can do is to have the main document and then to have a bib file, a main text file, and then a bib file that takes care of that. So that takes us to the next place where we talk about automated citation with .bib. So imagine you have the main text right here, document class 11 point article, language encoding adjust as needed, use package input and bibliography, choose style and back end. So you have all these things. This is the main document now. Now see, you see citations can be integrated seamlessly, parenthetical, you want parentheses like this. Okay, I think the best way to do this is to demonstrate it. But then I think so this is the main text, and I think we're used to this already. But then instead of having the bibliography directly inside here, you don't have it like that. You just print bibliography because you have already taken care of the bibliography in another document. So which is here now. So you see here now you have all whatever you're citing, all the notes, 1984 textbook, author, you have the name, title, you have the name. So you have this whole thing, starting with this at book, at article, this is an article. If you have another book, maybe you have it in proceedings, like maybe the conference or something, the LaTeX graphics companion. Then if you bring something from online, so maybe BibLaTeX from online, Philip Lehman and others. So if you have things like this, okay, so you put them together in a single document, and then you can work with that. So I'm going to get back to this. Should I? Okay, I mean, let me just go ahead and work with that right now. So, and if you want to work with it, this is exactly what you do. I want to create a new document now, just a new file, and I call that article 10. I think we have the last one was article 9. Yeah, we can have article 10. We create this. So that's a new tech document. Then I just come here and I come to this main thing. So I copy this, then I paste it right here. So, but I know I put some things at the top to render it in Markdown the other time. So I can remove all that. And then now this is going to show up, but you can see with plenty errors because the references aren't there. So you can see the references are looking weird. They're sort of weird. That's not what it should really be like, But what I'm going to do again in that case is I'll look at this now. So apart from this BibTeX thing now, I need the refs.bib. So I'm going to create a document called refs.bib, and I'm going to copy these references inside it. And you see that weird looking thing is going to change in that document. So I come here now, then I right click on this and I say create a new file, and it is called refs.bib. refs.bib. So not .tech now. Very important to know that. So once that is created, I just paste this here. Then I remove all these things I don't need. So I remove them. So I can now come back to my article 10 now and recompile. So when I recompile that now, you see, okay, this article 10. Yeah, this article 10, short literature note, right? I think it's short literature note. So let me try to compile this directly now. That's article 10. Now that I've put all the references properly, so then we can have it recompiled. Yeah, so you see now, instead of the weird way it was looking before, so you have for a parent site. Okay, I think we can look at them side by side now. So first of all, of course, you have the document class article. Then you have use package, input tank, use package, font tank, and all that. Then for the package, now we choose style and backend. So use package, your backend is Biber, style is author here, sorting is NYT. Okay, so you see backend Biber. So this is required for BibLaTeX here. Then style author here. So you can also try apart from other style you can try numeric, IEEE, APA, verbose. So all you just need to do is change author year to numeric. For instance, instead of style here, instead of author year, okay, let me even comment out author year and just say numeric. I'll just say numeric, and just comment out this using percent. Okay, so you see, instead of all these notes, lamport, and everything just changes to numeric. So far, what you can see, okay, but I mean that's not looking pretty. Okay, that's not looking so pretty. Let me try IEEE instead of numeric now. IEEE. Let's see how that looks. Okay, it's looking the same way. Okay. Right. So let's leave it at auto here then. So for different formats, you have different kinds of stuff. So in this case now, okay, I think this is not looking good. Okay, I've not removed the percent, sorry. Yeah, I think that's the trouble. We have the trouble there. Okay. Like this. Good. So you can see this looks neat now. And then despite the fact that if you look at the main text here, there's nothing like bibliography here. So but we're just printing that bibliography that we already put in refs.bib. This refs.bib now. So that's what this one is running on, print bibliography, and that works seamlessly. So here now we have given in its true so for sorting now you can have NYT name year title given in it, you have initials for given names. Then max bib names, you have 99. Max site names 2. Then add bib resources. So if you have another set of resources, you can change it here. But what we have here is just refs.bib. So you have to make sure the names match. So it is this refs.bib that is reading from. That's our bib database. So you can call it anything you like. It doesn't have to be refs.bib. It can be anything you call it. Then we have the CS code recommended with BibLaTeX, and you have hyperref, which hyperlinks for DOI or URL. So in this case now, this hyperlink, Lampo 1995, if I click on this, it takes us to the Lamport thing. All right. I mean, it's on the same page, so that's why we don't get to see that. So it's all on the same page, like this. If it was on another page, okay, let me even try this. Let me come back to this. For these references now, let me just come to this print bibliography place and just say \new page. So that thing goes to a new page. So it will compile and the references automatically goes to a new page. So we can even see, yeah. So this goes to the references are on this new page now. So if I'm on this page, all right, if I'm on this page and I just click on this to automatically take me to the page where this is. So it takes me to page 2. So again, this is what I did. Click on this and it takes me to the page where the reference is. Click on anyone, it automatically takes you to the page where it is. So let's continue to see what happens there. So we have the title, short literature notes. That's what your name, you can put it there. Then for the begin document, because you have a title thing, so don't forget, make title always comes after begin document. Immediately after begin document, that is. Then the section and citations can be integrated seamlessly. It can be parenthetical. For parenthetical, you have parent cite. So that means that anything you cite now is going to be in brackets. So you have Lampo 1994 narrative. So it can also be narrative. For narrative now, you have text cite. So it means you are using the citation directly in the text. So citation can be cited seamlessly. Parenthetical. So you have maybe you have said something, you just have this in your parentheses like that. Then apart from that, so you can see this one is bracketed. That's the citation is inside the bracket. It can also be a narrative, that is, you're talking about the reference inside a text. So not 1984 discusses foundational typography. Then you can also add page or chapter locators, e.g., you can say parent site PP 42 to 45, instant 1905 ANUS. So in this case now you have instant 1905 page 42 to 45. You can do that. You can also have multiple sources. So for multiple sources, the beautiful thing about multiple sources is that you don't have to do parent side. So just use comma, if you have 20 references you want to cite at once, so just put the key, comma, the next key, comma, the next key. You don't even need space. So that way now just is multiple sources at once. So you have goosins and rats and so on and so forth. Now, if you don't want to use this parent site now, you can just use cite, that cite without parentheses. So just remove the parent and you have normal cite. and you see it automatically updates, and we see that one now. So you see, okay, nothing has changed here. Why? Yeah, okay, yeah, this is it. So you see the brackets are not there anymore because parent side puts them in parentheses. Ordinary side just leaves everything open. So it depends. So you might need different things you want to do at any point in time. So you also have more examples. So you have author only. So you can, in that case, you cite just the author. So you say cite author. So you can see we have cite, we have parent cite, we have text cite. Now we have cite author. So you just want to cite the author. So you have cite author here only, cite here, so author only is cite author, here only cite here. They can have footnote citation. Okay, I mean let's do so author only Einstein, here only 1905 footnote citation. Some claim this. So if you want to do a footnote citation, they can just say some claim this. So you say foot cite and you put the text right there. So maybe you don't want the word to appear directly. So you just do foot cite. So somebody can now go down and say, okay, that thing is referring to Mittelbach et al. 2024. So you don't want to cite directly. So that is foot cite now. So I mean, all of these things, anything you want. And most times, if you're working with a journal, those journals already have their own standards. So you just pick them up and use them that way. Of course, I mean, all the other things you're talking about, we've already discussed. So I'm just going to run over them because we've seen the practicals. So you have BibTeX versus BibLaTeX, modern approach. So for BibTeX Classic, you have this bibliography style plus bibliography, this limited styling without heavy customization, and it runs BibTeX instead of Biber. Then you have BibLaTeX modern. So use package style BibLaTeX plus add bib resources. So we saw add bib resources before. That is where you declare that you want what the bib file you want to use. Then you can have this is highly configurable localization, fine-grained control of names, field sorting. In that case, you need to use Biber. So creating and managing .bib databases, right? So from Google Scholar, you can click on BibTeX, copy the entry into refs.bib. Okay, from DOI, many publishers expose a BibTeX export, paste into refs.bib. Now, I think this is really important. So how do you add? So you look at this refs.bib now. Okay, look at the refs.bib. How do you add an article to this place? That is very important. I think it's really good. Let me say I'm looking for a paper by me, right? All I just need to go to Google Scholar. So I go to Google Scholar. So from Google Scholar now, I could click on Google Scholar. Oh, I'm saying my name there. What's up? Oh, okay. I see. I get that now. So I go to Google Scholar. Then I just say Dansu 2000 and Dansu 2019. Dansu. Okay, yeah. I think I have a paper on epidemic dynamics. So this is my first paper with my professor in Japan. So a model of epidemic dynamics in community with visitor subpopulation. Okay, it's been cited 13 times. So if you want to get a BibTeX that you need for that bib file, so you just come to cite. So if you click on cite, so you see you have APA format, Chicago format, MLA format, Harvard format, Vancouver. So you click on BibTeX. So if you click on BibTeX, you see that thing, that BibTeX format that we saw in that refs.bib is right here. So you just copy, highlight, copy, paste. Then you can come to this place and paste. Okay, and then this is the key now. All right. So this is the key. So I copy that key now. Then I take it to that article 10, which we're working with. All right. So I take it to article 10. So I take it to article 10. So in that article 10, I can then cite and say something like, okay, according to, so this is the narrative kind of citing now, which is text cite, right? Or even common cite, ordinary cite. According to, then I just say cite, then I come. So if you have the suggestions here, so I don't even need to copy it. So I just click on this. According to these people, the visitors in a visitors in a community can influence the spread of diseases in that community in ways that are unimaginable. Okay, that's one import of that paper. So you see now it says according to Dansu and Seno 2019. So I think maybe this maybe normal site doesn't work here. Let's say text site. Let's see how text site works here. So if I use text site, yeah, I think this makes more sense. According to Dansu and Seno, 2019, visitors in the community, blah blah blah. So that's so if you need a paper, you want to put it in this format. So you go to Google Scholars, click on the paper, click on site, and then you can copy from BibLaTeX. I think that's a very important thing for people that do research and they publish using LaTeX, right? So from Google Scholar, click site, BibTeX, copy the entry into refs.bib. From DOI, many publishers expose a BibTeX export, so paste into refs.bib. Then clean entries. Ensure consistent capitalization. Protect proper nouns with. So proper nouns protect with this open and close braces. Include DOI stroke URL if useful and keep UTF-8 encoding. All right. Example with protected capitalization. So you have learning LaTeX for STEM. So if you want capitalization, you don't want it to become small letter. So you have to preserve it this way. Maybe let me see if I can get an example. Maybe a name is supposed to be in capital. So you see now that I've cited Dansu, so Dansu automatically comes and it is in alphabetical order. Okay. So let's assume that I want my name to be in capital all through. So all I just need to do is come to this refs.bib and go to where I brought that in. So I want my name, that Dansu, to be in capital. So I have to put it in this brace because if I don't do that, it can convert it back to what it was before. Now that I've changed it, I think this is going to update automatically. I think Article 10 that is. So Article 10. So we have to recompile Article 10. Okay. Article 10. Yeah, so there we have. So you can see my name is preserved now. So because of this, using that braces. Now let's remove the braces and see what happens. Let's see if it has any impact on it. So if you want to preserve something the way it is, this is what you do. So now I've removed the braces. Now it's trying to recompile. Okay. Okay, I have to recompile by myself. Okay, I have to go to Article 10. So you have to focus on Article 10. I recompile. So now we have that. Okay, I mean it is still the way it is. So maybe that doesn't seem to have so much impact like that. Okay, it is still that way, okay? But that's one lesson though. If for any reason the capitalization you have changes, you can change it by yourself. You can use that brace to keep it the way it should be, like that. Okay, so I think that's one key thing. Then you have core citation commands in BibLaTeX. So we've seen that example a lot now. So for parenthetical, so you want something in brackets. So you use parent cite. Narrative, maybe you want to cite something that goes on in a text. You use text cite. Footnotes, you have foot cite. We've tried that. Author only, year only. We tried all this. Then with locator, you want maybe chapter something, page something. You use that. For multiple keys, you use parent cite, key one, key two. Okay, all that. Then, so for styles, sorting, and options. So in the package sorts, you have this whole thing. I think we saw that initially. So you have different styles. Numeric, IEEE, upper verbose, alphabetic, Chicago, where BibLaTeX Chicago. So all you just need to do is change this author here to any of these things that you want. Then there are popular combos. So you have style is equals numeric, sorting equals on for numbered order of appearance. So if you want number ordered, so I think maybe that's why this wasn't working before. So you want style and numeric. So once my style is numeric, the sorting has to be none. Okay. So that's why probably that didn't work the other time. Then you have style equals IEEE for engineering. So for engineering, style should be IEEE. Style apart for social sciences. So social sciences uses APA a lot. So then troubleshooting. So we have most common things. You can forget, maybe you forgot to run Biber. So run Biber main between LaTeX compilation runs. Wrong backend. Ensure Biber backend Biber is set in your BibLaTeX options. And your editor is not calling back BibTeX. Then auxiliary or catch issues. Delete temporary files like main.o, main.bsf, and all this main thing. Then recompile. Bad encoding. Make sure both your tech and bib files use UTF-8 encoding. Remove any stray non-ASCII control characters. Malform.bib entry. Missing commas or braces can silently drop entries, validate your .bib syntax. Keys don't match. The key in parent side must match. So, I mean, the keys are case sensitive. You have to use them exactly the way they are. Thankfully, in Overleaf or elsewhere, you can get the keys. You just click and, you have the exact thing. Invisible entries, if you use no side dot star to include all database entries, useful for debugging missing references. Okay, so this is a mini project, but we've done something like this, like so I won't really bother. Maybe all I can do is maybe I just copy it. Okay, maybe I'll just copy this now. This one is using author here. Okay, so let me just copy only this one. Okay, let me copy only this one. Then I have to create another article. So I go for, say, article 11. Article, okay, this is new file. So I say article 11. Then I create that. So I paste this here. Then I can remove all this LaTeX stuff at the top, which was good for Markdown the other time. So here now, since we've done, okay, well, let's run it. Let's leave it the first time. So it is, so you can see it is going to integrate automatically with the refs.bib like before. So you see everything just works nicely, so we have more text here. But then I want to change something. I want to do, right, I want to do, what's that thing now? So style, I want to do numeric. So, and like we've seen, if you don't want, if you want numeric, then the sorting should be none. Okay, not none sorting. I think sorting should be in alphabetical order normally, but if you do numeric and none, so it is going to come according to numberings. So you see now that notes is number 3, and the next one is 4, and so on and so forth. So you see, the first paper is number 1. So that's numbering. So in mathematics, sometimes all we just do is numbering. So whatever appears first is your number 1. The one that appears second is number 2. The one that appears third is number 3. That's the existing paper, and so on and so forth. Okay. So, okay, if I just do, so you see all these ones now. We just cite automated bibliography, streamline academic writing, blah, blah, blah. And then, so of course, since we have my paper in that place before, I can just say cite, or I think there's also something like cite P. Yeah, I think that should work here. Cite P, and then I have, my paper. All right, cite P discusses epidemics. Let me just put that way. So, and automatically, the paper will be added to this list. Yeah, so, is it, okay, yeah, isn't it added yet? Should have been added. Okay, so this doesn't recognize site B. Let me do site T. I know I used to use site T. Maybe it doesn't recognize it too, but not a problem. So once the thing appears like this, something is wrong. So it means it can recognize the normal site. Okay, so once this appears like this, it means something is not working well. Okay, so now it's fine. So it just shows that the paper is now number 7. So this one now shows it according to order, the order of appearance of the citation, like this. So that's how this works. Okay. So so that's our mini project. Thankfully, I've done something close to it. That's why I'm not bothering. We are using the same refs.bibs like you saw now. So we have some practice tasks. You can switch to style equals numeric, sorting none, and recompile. Note citation of bibliography references, like what I've just showed you. This one goes according to number. So you can add a MISC or at online entry with a URL and access date. Cite it with foot cite. All right, so you can do that. Add a second author to one entry and observe how Mark's site names affect. So you can try all of this out. Trigger and fix a missing reference by temporarily removing an entry from refs.bib. So if you remove one of the references, so see what it is going to look like. So then we have some things. Okay, this should be some special things we can do, right? So you can include only cited works like print bibliography, not type is online. Okay. You can include only cited works. Then filter by key type of keyword. So plain bibliography type equals book, title is books only. Then you can cite with pre or post notes. So parents, I see also chapter 3, Lamport 1994. Then you can show entire database for debugging. All right. Then of course there's a bonus where you have everything in one place, right? So instead of instead of having a .bib file, you can create the .bit file directly inside the same place. So you can copy this and try it out in that place. But I mean, it's okay. If you follow the things I've done, you really have a clear understanding of what this whole thing looks like when we talk about citations and bibliographies. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know how helpful this is for you. If there's something you like with the trial, feel very free to let me know. If you have subscribed already, I thank you so much for that. And if you have not, of course, you want to go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can always get alerted each time a new video is released. Okay. Having done that, you want to click on join to become a member of the channel. That gives you some special privileges. Okay. Ultimately, don't forget to comment, like, and share so that more people can have access to the great content I have going on here. Till I come your way again, keep doing LaTeX right. Bye.